everybody, welcome back to another video. So the car's been running good. Everything's going fine with it. Since we fixed the camber issue in the last video, grip has definitely improved, so I'm happy with that. Now, I've been meaning for a while to work with Justin at Jax Fab Shop so he can extend my exhaust just a little bit more so I can actually get my hood back on. As great as it is to see all the work I put in, I would really like to get this hood back on and have the car look complete. So we're gonna drive over to Jax Fab Shop so we can extend it, and maybe while we're there, we'll tear up the parking lot a little bit. Alright, so we're back from his shop. He got it extended. We slightly angled it backwards a little bit to get it more straight, but it should for sure be tall enough to go through the hood now. So what we need to do is find a couple fixed locations on here to pull some measurements to the center of the exhaust, and then we're going to copy that over onto the hood that I have back there, and we'll start with a hole just slightly larger than the OD of this pipe here, and we'll just go from there until we can make it fit. So what I'm going to do is pull it from the cowl right here and from the fender on this side, and we'll just find our center point. There's 7 1/4 from the top down here, 7 1/4, and then from the fender 13 1/2, 13 1/2. I also want to mark these points exactly where I'm measuring from. Okay, so the next thing I need to do is get the hood on here so I can pull these measurements and mark a center point to drill with a hole saw. Now I have an assortment of different hole saws, and this here is 3-inch pipe, so obviously a 3-inch hole saw is not going to give us enough wiggle room. The next size up that I have is a 3 5/8, which is a little bit large, but it's not too bad. I am going to create a trim piece for this when it's all said and done, so I'm going to go ahead and just use this so I do have a little bit of wiggle room. Alright, so the first thing that we need to go ahead and clearance for is the catch can here. I knew this was going to be a little bit of an issue, but it's fine. The inner skin underneath the hood has like 2 inches of clearance, so we're going to go ahead and cut this out and see if we can get it to fit. Okay, so it still looks like it's rubbing a little bit right here. I can feel it's touching. So what I'm gonna do is the brackets that actually hold on the front of the hood are adjustable. So I'm gonna raise them all the way up so it'll bring this hood up a little bit and it should clearance us just enough that we need. All right, perfect. That raised it up just enough to give us what we needed. I can see that we are not touching now, but it is right there. So now what we need to go ahead and do is copy our measurements to find our center point for our exhaust. So we have 7 1/4 from our markup here. 7 1/4. And we have 13.5 from right at this point here. 13.5. So now I thought this might be an issue. The E30 hood pops into place and then slides back about 2 to 3 inches. So what I'm gonna have to do is just kind of oblong this hole a little bit. I am right here in line with it. So what I'll do is take this 3-inch hole saw, which is the exact diameter of this pipe, and I'll just trace it out where I need to cut. All right, so this hole saw was just gonna dance all over. I had to put a piece of wood under there so the pilot has something to bite into. That's exactly what I was afraid of happening. Damn it. All right, so it's not perfect. It danced around a little bit, but that's okay. Like I said, I'm gonna make a trim piece for this. So if it's a little bit wider, that's all right. So it's still kind of rubbing right here in this corner. We just need to take a tiny bit out. Okay, so I got the hole in the hood. There's about an 1/8 inch of clearance or so, and I had to oblong this hole a good bit. Like I said, this hood pops into place and has to slide forward about 4 inches. So I'm gonna cut a piece of aluminum as a trim piece to kind of clean this up a bit. I'll open this up a little bit more just so it doesn't rub, but the hood is on and the car's in one piece again. All right guys, so it's the next day and I didn't make an outro for this video. It's actually pouring rain right now, so I apologize if it's very loud. But that's really gonna be it. The hood's back on the car. I'm super excited to have this car back as one piece and just have it look complete again. It feels really good. So from here, the next things we need to do are just get the car ready for clutch kickers. I need to finish my cage. I need to change out my steering rack. There's a few other things that we need to do. So stay tuned for that. And like always, thanks for watching.